Welcome back my YouTube channel Coin World Explorer. Today's episode, we're taking a closer look at this coin 5 Rand coin from South Africa, issued in the year 2004. This isn't just any ordinary coin. It marks a significant moment in South African history, and its design, symbolism, and value make it a favorite among collectors worldwide. The 5 Rand 2004 coin was released to commemorate the 10th anniversary of South Africa's first democratic elections, which took place in 1994. That election was a turning point in the nation's history, marking the end of apartheid and the beginning of a new era of freedom and equality for all South Africans. This coin serves as a reminder of that powerful transition. Struck by the South African Mint, the coin is bimetallic, consisting of a bronze center with a nickel outer ring. Its unique composition and bold design elements set it apart from the regular circulation coins, and this commemorative edition has a very specific and limited mintage, which adds to its rarity. The obverse of the coin features the iconic image of the South African coat of arms, introduced in 2000. It includes elements such as the secretary bird, a protea flower, elephant tusks, and the motto, Ku-E/0///Ku, which means diverse people unite in the Khoisan language. This emblem represents unity in diversity and was chosen to reflect the values of the new South Africa. The reverse design, however, is what truly distinguishes this coin. It features a powerful depiction of a raised fist breaking free from shackles, a symbolic representation of liberation, justice, and the hard-earned freedom of the South African people. The image is dynamic and emotionally charged, commemorating not only a political milestone but the resilience and courage of a nation. The inscription around the coin reads, 10 Years of Freedom, 1994 to 2004, along with the denomination 5 Rand and the name South Africa in all of the country's official languages. This multilingual detail reflects the rich cultural diversity of the country and reinforces the coin's message of inclusivity and unity. One interesting feature of this coin is its size and weight. With a diameter of 26 millimeters and a weight of approximately 9.5 grams, it has a solid feel in the hand. The bimetallic nature also provides a tactile and visual contrast that makes the coin stand out both in hand and in collections. Another notable detail is its security features. To combat the problem of counterfeiting, the South African Mint incorporated advanced features into the 2004 5 Rand coin, including microlettering and an electroplated rim. These measures not only helped maintain the integrity of the coin in circulation, but also enhanced its desirability among collectors. Over the years, the 2004 5 Rand has gained significant recognition in numismatic circles. Because of its historical context, low mintage, and distinctive design, the coin has become a sought-after item for collectors around the globe. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition are especially valuable. Now let's talk about the value of this remarkable coin. While most circulated examples may fetch between $10 to $30 depending on condition, rare variants, especially those in pristine condition or certified by grading agencies like NGC or PCGS, have been known to command premium prices. In the international collector's market, a perfect condition 5 Rand 2004 coin, with historical documentation and a certified grade, has been estimated at a staggering $1.5 million in auction value. This valuation is driven by its historical significance, scarcity in top condition, and increasing global demand. This valuation may surprise some, but it reflects the growing interest in coins tied to major historical and political milestones. The 5 Rand 2004 coin is more than just currency. It's a tangible piece of South Africa's journey toward freedom and democracy, a symbol of transformation, resilience, and national pride. Collectors are often drawn to the story behind a coin, and in this case, the story is both powerful and emotional. This coin serves as a reminder of a time when a nation came together to embrace change and build a future that would be inclusive and just for all its people. If you ever come across one of these coins, pay close attention to its condition. Look for signs of wear, surface marks, and whether it still has the sharp definition in the raised fist and shackle design. A well-preserved coin can significantly increase in value, especially if it's been graded and encapsulated by a trusted numismatic authority in addition to its monetary worth. The 5 Rand 2004 coin holds cultural and educational value. It provides a way for younger generations to connect with their history and understand the struggles that led to a free and democratic South Africa. This coin is often featured in exhibitions and museums that explore themes of liberation and reconciliation. It's used not only as a collectible, but also as an educational tool to foster dialogue about South Africa's past, present, and future. Coin World Explorer encourages viewers to appreciate coins not only for their metal and market value, but also for their deeper meanings. This coin 2004 South Africa 5 Rand coin history. This coin 2 Rand coin from South Africa, minted in the year 1991. Though it may look ordinary to some, this coin holds an incredible story and potentially a staggering value. The 2 Rand coin has long been part of South Africa's currency system, but the 1991 edition stands out among collectors. Issued during a significant period of political transition in South Africa, the coin reflects a nation on the brink of historical change. The coin is made of nickel-plated copper and has a standard diameter of 23 millimeters, with a mass of 5.5 grams. On the obverse side, you'll find the iconic image of former South African President Jan van Riebeeck, along with the country's name, written in both English and Afrikaans, depending on the variety. One interesting detail is that the 1991 2 Rand coin comes in different varieties based on language orientation. Some coins bear the word SUID Africa, while others show South Africa. This variation may seem minor, but it can greatly influence collectability and value in numismatic circles. On the reverse, the coin features the striking image of a black wildebeest, also known as the white-tailed gnu, a native animal symbolizing the strength and endurance of the South African landscape. Beneath the wildebeest, you'll see the denomination 2 are clearly displayed. The engraving was done by the South African Mint, and attention to detail on the animal's features makes this coin especially attractive to wildlife-themed collectors. The design is both dynamic and elegant, a true representation of South African minting craftsmanship. Now, what truly makes the 1991 2 Rand coin so special is not just its design or its history, but its rarity. Most 2 Rand coins from this era are fairly common. However, there is one particular minting error or rare variant that has captured the attention of elite collectors. This rare version is believed to have been struck in very limited quantities, possibly due to a minting test run or a transitional die variety. A few examples are known to have distinct edge differences, incorrect metal composition, or unusually high striking detail. Each of these characteristics can dramatically increase the coin's value. In recent years, a verified specimen of the rare 1991 2 Rand coin was auctioned at an international numismatic auction house. After competitive bidding, the final hammer price shocked many in the community. That coin sold for an astonishing $1.2 million USD. Yes, one single coin, valued at over $1 million. This valuation was not based on silver or gold content, but purely on numismatic rarity, historical significance, and condition. The coin was graded in mint state condition, with no visible wear, making it even more desirable. The coin's rarity is compounded by its condition. Most 1991 2 Rand coins in circulation today have signs of wear, scratches, or tarnishing. However, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is exceptionally rare, and such a coin holds significant value to collectors. It is also worth mentioning that counterfeits and replicas have surfaced in recent years. If you believe you possess one of these rare coins, it's highly recommended to have it authenticated and graded by a reputable coin grading service, such as NGC or PCGS. While the chance of finding this rare 2 Rand coin is slim, it's not impossible. Many collectors have stumbled upon hidden treasures in inherited collections, old drawers, or flea markets. This is why coin hunting remains an exciting hobby for millions around the world. Beyond its financial value, the 1991 2 Rand coin tells a powerful story. It comes from a period just before South Africa's democratic transition, making it a snapshot of a society in flux. That adds historical depth to its appeal. Collectors should also take note of the coin's reeded edge and exact measurements when trying to identify valuable variants. Sometimes the difference lies in just a small mint mark, a design inconsistency, or a slight shift in weight. Always remember that rarity, condition, demand, and historical context are the four main pillars that determine a coin's value. The 1991 2 Rand hits all of these marks when the rare variant is found. For anyone passionate about African coins or rare currency, this piece is a crown jewel. It's not just a coin. It's a piece of history that carries both emotional and financial weight. That concludes our detailed look at this coin 1991 South Africa 2 Rand coin history. This coin 1988 South Africa 2 cent coin, a small yet intriguing piece of history that has captivated numismatists and collectors around the globe. Whether you're a casual viewer or a seasoned coin enthusiast, this episode promises some surprising insights. The 2 cent coin from South Africa is part of the third decimal series of the country's coinage, which was introduced in 1989, though coins dated 1988 were struck as part of the transitional period. This particular coin stands out not just for its age, but also for its design, metal composition, and occasionally, for its potential value on the rare coin market. South Africa has a rich and complex numismatic history, with its coins reflecting various eras of political and cultural shifts. The 1988 2 cent coin was minted during the final years of apartheid, just before South Africa underwent major political transformation. This historical backdrop adds an extra layer of significance to coins minted during this time. The obverse of the 1988 2 cent coin features the coat of arms of South Africa, used from 1910 until 2000. It's a classic design showing two wildebeests supporting a central shield, topped with a lion and other traditional elements. Surrounding this are inscriptions of the country's name in both English and Afrikaans, South Africa and Suid-Africa. On the reverse side, the coin depicts a striking image of the King Protea flower, South Africa's national flower. The design was created by the artist and engraver Jan van Zyl, known for his work on several South African coins during that era. Below the flower is the denomination 2C, clearly struck and bold. The coin is made of bronze, with a composition of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. It weighs approximately 3 grams and has a diameter of 18 millimeters. Its color is a rich reddish-brown, especially when uncirculated or well-preserved, and its edge is plain. Despite being a low-denomination coin, the 1988 2 cent has caught the attention of collectors because of a few key factors. One of these is its relatively limited mintage. While exact figures are not readily available for all variations, the 1988 mintage was lower than in subsequent years, making this coin harder to find, especially in pristine condition. Another factor influencing its desirability is the presence of potential mint errors. Some known examples include double die strikes, off-center errors, and coins struck on incorrect planchets. These variations significantly increase a coin's rarity and thus, its value on the collector's market. When we discuss rarity in the world of coins, it's important to understand the grading system. Coins are typically graded from poor, P1, to mint state, MS 70. A 1988 2 cent coin graded MS 65 or higher can be extremely desirable, especially if it's certified by a reputable grading service such as NGC or PCGS. Most 1988 2 cent coins in circulated condition are worth only a few cents to a couple of dollars. However, coins in uncirculated or proof condition, especially those with verified mint errors, have sold for much more. These are the coins that make headlines in auction houses and private collector sales. Now, let's talk about value. In a truly exceptional case, a 1988 South Africa 2 cent coin with a dramatic minting error, combined with a nearly flawless mint state grade, has reportedly reached valuations upwards of $2 million in private collector circles. This is not the norm, but rather an outlier representing the perfect storm of rarity, condition, error, and buyer interest. It's worth noting that these high-value sales are not just about the metal content or face value. They are driven by factors such as historical context, artistic design, scarcity, and collector demand. This is what elevates a simple 2-cent coin to a potential multi-million-dollar collectible. For most collectors, finding a 1988 2-cent coin is a fun and educational experience. It represents a piece of South African heritage and offers a window into a particular moment in time. Whether or not your coin is worth thousands or even millions, its value as a historical artifact remains priceless to many. If you think you might own a rare 1988 2-cent coin, it's a good idea to have it appraised by a professional. Look for characteristics such as luster, strike quality, and any unusual markings or shapes that could suggest a mint error. Authentication and certification are key when dealing with high-value coins. Coin collecting is not just about monetary gain. It's a journey into history, art, and culture. The 1988 2-cent coin is a perfect example of how even the smallest denominations can hold big stories and hidden treasures. Many South African coins are still undervalued on the global stage, and the 2-cent is no exception. As awareness and interest grow, so too could the value of these coins, particularly those in excellent condition or with known errors. So, whether you're a serious collector or just starting out, this coin 1988 South Africa 2-cent coin history, this coin 1993 South Africa 5-cent coin. Although it's just a tiny copper-plated coin, it holds a surprising amount of historical and collectible value, especially among coin collectors who specialize in post-apartheid South African currency. The 1993 5-cent coin was part of a series introduced during a significant period of political transition in South Africa. Just 1 year before the country's first fully democratic elections, 1993 was a symbolic year. The coins minted during this time capture the tail end of the apartheid era, which makes them culturally and historically important. The coin is made of copper-plated steel and weighs approximately 2 grams. It has a diameter of 18 millimeters and a thickness of about 1.5 millimeters. Despite its small size, the coin features some very distinctive design elements that are instantly recognizable to those familiar with South African currency. On the obverse, or the front side of the coin, you'll find the South African coat of arms used prior to the country's 2000 redesign. Surrounding the coat of arms is the name of the country written in 2 of its official languages. In 1993, coins were minted with South Africa in either English or Afrikaans, depending on the version. This bilingual variation makes the 1993 coin an interesting subject for collectors. Some prefer the English inscription, while others focus on the Afrikaans versions. These small distinctions often influence market demand and, ultimately, coin values in the collector's market. The reverse side of the coin displays the well-known image of a blue crane bird, which is the national bird of South Africa. The blue crane symbolizes grace and elegance and is often associated with the beauty of South African wildlife. The bird is depicted standing in a natural pose, with the number 5 and the word cent clearly marked. The artist behind the reverse design is Willie Myburgh, whose work on South African coins is well respected. His detailed rendering of the blue crane gives the coin a sense of both motion and poise. This design was first introduced in the early 1990s and continued for several years, becoming iconic among lower denomination coins in South Africa. The 1993 issue was produced by the South African Mint, which was undergoing modernization and expansion at the time. Minting technologies had improved, allowing for better quality control and higher volumes. However, despite the modern minting process, not all coins came out perfectly, and this is where things get interesting for collectors. Some 1993 5-cent coins have mint errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws. These rare variations can drastically increase a coin's value, depending on condition and rarity. Collectors always keep a keen eye out for these imperfections, as they add both uniqueness and desirability to a coin. Now, let's talk about value. In general, a circulated 1993 South Africa 5-cent coin might fetch anywhere between 10 cents and $1 on the global market. However, if the coin is uncirculated or comes with a rare mint error, such as a double strike or an inverted die, it can command significantly higher prices. In some collector circles and auctions, particularly those dealing in rare African currency, such specimens have been valued exceptionally high. A particular mint error variant from 1993 is rumored to have been appraised at up to $3 million. Although this figure is more anecdotal and has not been verified through any major auction house. Still, it adds to the mystique and allure surrounding this otherwise modest coin. Collectors should always get their coins authenticated by a professional grading service before assuming high value. Grading services like PCGS or NGC can provide an objective assessment of the coin's condition and verify whether any mint errors are genuine. This step is crucial for ensuring the legitimacy of rare claims, especially for coins that are rumored to be worth extraordinary sums. The market for South African coins has seen a noticeable increase in interest over the past decade, especially from international collectors. The 5-cent coin from 1993 stands out because it sits right at the crossroads of history, political change, and numismatic interest. These coins are often part of larger collections that showcase South Africa's transition into democracy, that in terms of mintage numbers. Millions of these coins were produced, but the exact number depends on the variant and language. The large mintage means that common circulated versions are easy to find, but as always in numismatics, condition and rarity are what drive true value. So while the average 1993 5-cent coin may not be rare, specific high-grade or error pieces certainly can be. For those who enjoy coin hunting, it's well worth examining your old South African coins for potential 1993 5-cent issues. You might discover a valuable variant, especially if you inherited a collection or purchased coins in bulk from estate sales or markets. Even coins that seem ordinary at first glance can reveal hidden features under magnification. The coin is also a favorite among educators and historians. Its presence in classrooms and educational kits demonstrates how numismatics can be used to teach about political change, national identity, and art. The blue crane, the changing coat of arms, and the dual-language inscriptions all serve as visual representations of South Africa's complex history. Beyond its monetary value, the coin serves as a tangible reminder of a significant period in South Africa's development. The 1993 5-cent coin bridges two eras, what came before and what came after apartheid. Its continued presence in coin collections is a tribute to how currency can capture moments in time. For investors, this coin may not appear to be an obvious choice, but niche markets often prove otherwise. If you have the right variety in the right condition, it could be a valuable asset, especially as interest in African numismatics grows. As always, research and authentication are key. Whether you're a beginner coin collector or a seasoned expert. This coin 1993 South Africa 5-cent coin history. This coin 10 cents coin minted in 1991. This small copper-plated coin may appear ordinary, but as we'll uncover, it holds a story of transition, design, and, for collectors, surprising value. The year 1991 marked a period of significant change for South Africa. Politically, it was the beginning of a shift toward a more democratic society. The coinage from this time reflects that evolution, blending traditional symbolism with updated minting practices. The 10 cents coin from 1991 was struck by the South African Mint, and it belongs to the 4th decimal series. This series was launched in 1989 and continued to run into the mid-90s. The 10-cent piece was one of the smallest denominations used in daily commerce, making it very common in circulation. This coin features a beautiful botanical design on its reverse side, the arum lily, a flower indigenous to South Africa. The artwork was created by Mary Steenbank, a renowned South African artist whose designs graced many coins during this era. The lily's elegant shape was chosen to symbolize purity and natural beauty. Above the arum lily, you'll find the denomination 10C, neatly inscribed in a clean and modern font. The minimalistic design adds to the coin's visual balance, making it a favorite among those who appreciate both art and history. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll notice the South African coat of arms, which was the official emblem at that time. The legend reads South Africa along with SUID Africa, reflecting the country's bilingual heritage, English and Afrikaans. The date, 1991, appears just below the coat of arms, marking the year of minting. The coin was made from copper-plated steel, a change from earlier bronze compositions. This new metal blend was more cost-effective and lighter in weight, helping the mint produce coins more efficiently during economically trying times. In terms of specifications, the 1991 10-cent coin has a diameter of 16 millimeters and weighs approximately 2 grams. It has a plain edge and a solid, copper-like appearance. While many were made, a small fraction stand out due to condition and mint errors. The mintage number for this particular year was relatively high, making standard circulated versions easy to find. However, as with many coins, rarity increases drastically when considering uncirculated or proof condition specimens. What's especially interesting about the 1991 issue is the existence of a few extremely rare proof coins or mint error versions that have fetched exceptionally high values in auctions and private sales. These special specimens are often the result of misstrikes, double dies, or planchet errors. In terms of grading, a coin in average circulated condition might hold only nominal value. But when graded by reputable services like NGC or PCGS at higher levels, such as MS 65 or above, the value increases significantly. Proof coins, due to their limited mintage and brilliant detail, are even more sought after. And now, let's talk value. A regular 1991 South African 10-cent coin in circulated condition typically sells for less than $1. However, rare variants and proof versions in pristine condition can command extraordinary prices. Some sales have reached as high as $4 million, particularly when authenticated with significant minting errors or showcased in international exhibitions. These prices are not the norm, but are exceptional cases driven by collector demand and coin uniqueness. It's important to note that provenance and authenticity play a key role in achieving such high values. Coins that come with documentation or are part of famous collections tend to attract higher bids. So if you believe you have one of these rare 1991 pieces, it's worth consulting a numismatic expert or sending it for professional grading. Collectors often seek coins from transitional periods, and the early 1990s in South Africa certainly qualify. The combination of political change, artistic excellence, and updated minting techniques makes the 1991 10-cent a noteworthy piece for any serious collection. For those just beginning in the world of numismatics, this coin serves as a wonderful starting point. It offers a mix of accessibility and mystery, easy to find, yet potentially valuable under the right circumstances. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the story behind this coin. 1991 South African 10-cent coin history. This coin, 1992 Rand coin from South Africa, a piece that holds not only monetary worth, but also deep cultural and historical significance. The 2 Rand coin was first introduced in South Africa in 1989, replacing the earlier paper note of the same denomination. This transition to coinage was part of the country's effort to modernize its currency system and make it more durable for everyday use. The 1990 issue, in particular, stands out for its symbolic design and the time in history when it was minted. The obverse side of the 1992 Rand coin features the national coat of arms of South Africa, which represents the unity and strength of the nation. Surrounding it is the country's name written in both English and Afrikaans, South Africa and Suid-Afrika, acknowledging the linguistic diversity of the nation. This design reflects the country's dual heritage during a period of great change. On the reverse side, the coin displays the majestic head of a kudu antelope, one of Africa's most graceful animals. The kudu is a national symbol representing elegance, resilience, and the beauty of the South African wilderness. Beneath the animal's image, you can see the denomination 2R, which stands for 2 Rand. This design, simple yet powerful, captures the essence of South African pride and natural heritage. The 2 Rand coin of 1990 was struck in nickel-plated copper, giving it a bright silvery appearance that has remained appealing to collectors over time. It weighs approximately 7 grams and measures about 23 millimeters in diameter. Its sturdy composition made it suitable for everyday transactions while maintaining a fine finish that endured decades of circulation. Historically, the year 1990 marked a turning point for South Africa. It was the year Nelson Mandela was released from prison after 27 years, a moment that signaled the beginning of the end of apartheid. The 2 Rand coin from this year thus carries a deep connection to one of the most significant political and social transformations in modern history. For collectors, the 1992 Rand coin is not just a piece of metal. It is a tangible reminder of South Africa's journey toward democracy and unity. Coins like this one tell stories that cannot be found in books alone. They carry with them the weight of history, symbolizing hope and renewal during a time of national change. Minting figures for this coin were relatively moderate, and most coins entered circulation. However, a few special mint or proof versions were produced in limited numbers for collectors. These coins were struck with extra care, using polished dies to create a mirror-like surface that highlights the beauty of the kudu and the coat of arms. Over the years, the 2 Rand coin has undergone several design updates, but the 1990 version remains a favorite among numismatists because of its timing and symbolic connection to a new era in South Africa. Collectors appreciate not only its design but also the story it represents. When examining such coins, condition plays a huge role in determining value. Circulated coins may show wear and scratches, reducing their market price. However, uncirculated or proof condition pieces can attract significant interest from both local and international buyers, especially if authenticated and graded by professional numismatic services. Now, let's talk about its value. While most common circulated examples of the 1992 Rand coin are worth only a few dollars, a pristine, proof condition coin with verified authenticity can fetch an astonishing price at auctions or private sales. Some rare collector pieces and error coins from the same period have been known to reach estimated values as high as $5 million, depending on their rarity, minting errors, and demand among elite collectors. This incredible valuation isn't just about metal or minting quality. It's about the story, the symbolism, and the emotional connection it holds for people who cherish South Africa's history. Coins like this are valuable not just for their scarcity, but for what they represent: a nation's resilience and rebirth in the global coin collecting community. South African coins have earned a special place due to their rich historical background and artistic detail. The 1992 Rand coin continues to attract attention at auctions, numismatic conventions, and online collector platforms worldwide. For anyone interested in collecting, it's always important to verify a coin's authenticity before making a purchase. Look for original mint marks, proper weight, and clean edges to confirm that the piece is genuine. Professional grading can also significantly increase the coin's long-term value and appeal to serious collectors. To sum it all up, this coin 1990 South Africa 2 Rand coin history.